Many times we worry about what people will think if we quit our job, but yet we don't look down inside and what's really on inside our hearts, and what are truly our gift and our hopes and our dreams are. So today I'm going to explain to you what quitting your job will allow you to do, and how much time it'll free up, and how much energy and inspiration and food for thought will just automatically come to your head. Now, my name is Brendan Kanako. I am nobody special. I'm just a guy who really loves to talk about motivation and finding your true gifts in life and finding your motivation. I believe that if we all learn to talk about our problems, our dreams, our hopes, our aspirations, what's going on inside of our hearts with that trusted friend, that trusted individual, this world would be a much better place. Drug use would go down. Fatherlessness would go down. Just a whole bunch of bad experiences in life would just go away if people had learned to talk about their problems. But the problem with that is that we don't have anybody we can trust, anybody we can really turn and talk to and confide in. And I just really want to be there for you and help shed some light on your problems, and be there to listen. Drop a comment down below if you ever want to chat. I'll be more than happy to give you some life-changing advice. My name is Brendan Kanako, like I said before, and for the last 6 or 7 years, I've been going through a life transformation. I hit a dead end in my life. I was broke. I was depressed. I was working at a job that I really hated. I just the sheer thought of Mondays was a huge spot of depression for me in my life. As Friday would come, everything would be happy. I'd get to do what I wanted to do over the weekends, but as soon as Sunday night appeared, I started to go into depression. Every single week, it just kept recurring and rehappening. So in today's talk, I want people to get vulnerable and come out and say what is really bothering them about their job. Maybe you started working there because you felt pressured by family members or friends, or you felt like you had to fit in with the status quo. I've been there, I've done that. For the last 6 or 7 years, like I said, I've been on a self-development journey. I hit a dead end. I was broke. I was depressed, working a job I hated. And I realized that the only thing in the equation that I could change was myself. So I started developing myself, my positivity. And, I came across a few good books, and one of them was A Secret. And, it was really good up until the point where I realized that, you just can't think these things into existence. If you want a great business, it's not going to happen by you thinking positively and trying to manifest this great business. You actually have to go out there, take the actions that it takes to have a great business, and then you reap the rewards. So that's when I started this entrepreneurial journey. I got into a bunch of different stuff before I hit a home run with the business I'm currently operating now. And it has allowed me to quit my job. And I just want to say that, had I not learned to pick myself up along the journey, I would have crawled back into the hole, and I would have gone back to work and given up on my dreams. So it takes a brave spirit and a knowing that you have to constantly pick yourself up day after day after day after day, because just one little spirit, one little piece of negative information goes into your head, and it'll spread like wildfire, and sooner or later you'll find yourself quitting on yourself and quitting on your dreams. So today I want to talk about how my past influenced my decision to go into a job that was unfulfilling, and then how my self-development, how my realization led to a total happiness and fulfillment for myself. So when I was a young kid, all I wanted to do was be a cowboy, be rich, have prominence, have notoriety. And my grandmother basically told me it's not possible. I didn't come from the right family. I didn't have enough money, and I didn't have enough resources, or the right kind of resources. So give up on it. And so I really took it to heart. And I was already battling some low self-esteem with my looks and my weight. So couple that with some negativity from your grandparents or parents, man. I mean, it'll send you down into a downward spiral that's really, really wicked. And it feels like a hurricane that's going on in your life, and it just keeps blowing and blowing and blowing and getting stronger and stronger until it just diminishes your whole self-identity and self-worth completely. And so growing up through high school, through college, I kept that same outlook about my personality and my self-image, and I suffered. So when I got into this job, everything just transferred. I was always trying to I would always talk about my dreams, about to my coworkers, and some of them would listen, and then some of them would just plain out squash it. So and it really, really hurt. So as I kept going and going along, I watched all my peers get promoted throughout the years, and it sent me into a depression, because I had no aspirations of becoming a manager or some type of office worker, because we all work blue collar, and it seemed that the reasonable step next would be to become an office worker of some type, maybe administrative, or step up into management and manage the blue collar workers beneath you. So I had no aspirations to do any of those, so I just continued to stay where I was. And when you see other people progressing and you're not progressing, it's very depleting from your soul. And it takes something from you, and you no longer have motivation or energy. Well, I realized that the only key to my motivation is myself, and I had to learn how to follow my heart, because the more and more I realized that the happiest people in life are the people that truly followed their God-given calling in life. And whether it be business, whether it be traveling the world, living on a beach somewhere, people were happiest when they were following their heart or their God-given calling. And so I said, I'm an independent person, and I love business, and I love the thought of all this prominence and notoriety and recognition. So why don't I get into business? But finding the right business for yourself is just as hard as saying you want to go into business. I mean, basically, when you want to go into business, it's like throwing a loose deck of cards up in the air and hoping that you'll find your ace in the stack. So when I did that, I went through a bunch of failures, and I lost money. I was in debt, like a lot. I was in severe debt, and so but I just knew that I had to press on, because on the other side of all this failure and this defeat is success and notoriety. And I don't know about you, but I really, really, really wanted that for myself, and I think that's what other people should believe too. I mean, we all deserve some form of success and notoriety in life, but for some reason, society and our upbringing tricks us into not wanting that for ourselves. We should take the back seat. We shouldn't want all this money. We should just live life and be happy and be happy with what we have. And that's true. But the people that are saying that to us, they at some time wanted notoriety and success for their life, and then they didn't get it, so they passed on this negativity down the line and through the generations. I realized that my grandparents had some form of broken dreams in their past when they tried to start a business and it failed, and it just transferred onto me and the next generation after that. So I put my foot down and I said, hell no, I'm not gonna go. I'm I'm gonna be the first one in my family to actually make a successful business and gain some notoriety. So, doing that, it really caused me to go through a lot of trials and pains and tribulations because, as you well know, business is not easy. I mean, people are gonna double cross you. You're gonna get people to lie to you. You're gonna have all types of weird situations thrown at you. And I had to constantly just refocus my mind and energy on the positive things that was going on in my life. So my goal with opening up my life to you folks, and hopefully being some form of mentor or guidance to you, is my biggest aspiration for this channel. So if you folks really want to get ahead in life and find true happiness, you have to follow your heart and your God-given calling in this life. Don't back down. It is not easy, but it is totally worth it. My last Friday on July 16th was my last day of employment at my last job. So now I'm gonna go full time into horseshoeing, which I do. And it is it is a so satisfying career and business to have. And I don't see it as my end all be all, because I want to move on into different parts of business, real estate, motivational speaking. And I just want to encourage you to do the same for your life. And it may not be the same dreams and hopes that I have for myself, but I want to encourage you to be yourself first of all, and then find somebody you can trust and talk to. And third, you have to learn to pick yourself up every single day, because life is not easy. It is not an easy street where you can just catch a wave and ride it all the way to your destination of success and happiness. I mean, you got to fight for your right to be happy. So I encourage you. My name is Brendan Kanako-Ole. I call myself the encourager. So you take care, all of you courageous people. Love and aloha, peace, and God bless. Take care.